open the T&T meeting. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Glad to see the full house. Patty, thanks for joining us. Tom and John. So we'll flip around and we'll start off with the cable channel discussion. Tom.
Yeah, from the last meeting, Pete emailed out the plan that we had put together. Our understanding from the last meeting is that it was going to be presented to Scott, and if Scott approved it, he was going to take it to town council. That's how we left it. So that's the status update from the committee.
So
We
my
have-
apologies. I had to
nothing-
leave earlier because I had to pick
No,
something
no,
at the
that's
airport at the
fine,
last
that's fine.
meeting. So I really didn't. I wasn't involved in the whole cable channel discussion. I'm sorry I
It's
missed
okay.
it. So, all right. So it sounds like Tom, based on
The
what you
ball is
said,
in
the ball's in
the administration's court.
administration. Is that how you recall, Tom, or you did
That is,
request
I
from
don't
the-
recall the conversation after that, though. It was forwarded on, and I don't remember.
You haven't talked with Scott about it yet?
I did right after the meeting.
Uh-huh.
I don't put things on the agenda. Scott normally discusses it with members of council, so I don't recall this.
Okay, so it's still in the hands of Scott.
But I'll follow up on it.
And hopefully it'll be presented to the council as a whole. Or come back to us needing revisions in the near future.
Tori, is that something you think might, is it the process that you would expect to see followed to get it on the agenda for council?
Yeah, so, we'll follow up with Scott and see where it is. But at the time we gave it to him, he was either on vacation or about to leave, so it might have slipped his attention, so we'll make sure it gets back on his radar.
We did forward it. It was an email, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it went to him, but I think it might just have not been looked at yet.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. All right, so let's pivot if there's, if that's all that we have on the cable channel, unless we have any questions for Tom or the cable channel subcommittee. All right, so we're going to flip and pivot to the website. I know that we've got a member of the public here that has some thoughts they'd like to share. And so we'll let them share while we're in public session, and then we'll close that into exec so we can talk about the vendors that we're evaluating. So.
Think like a kid. It's too difficult to navigate. Think of it as if you're a kid or an elderly person. That's just all the comments that I have when you're building the website.
Makes sense. Simple is better. Okay. Thank you.
Just want to add, and I'm sorry, name and
Daniel.
if you want to, there was something you had sent an email, I know.
Yes, I couldn't open up the link. That was my mistake. I had sent the email and I couldn't open up the link, but I ended up opening up the link on my laptop,
I
so
got you.
we're good.
Okay. Well, hopefully any issues you have with the old website will be addressed and fixed in the new website.
All right, in which case we're going to bring public session to an end and